It's been that kind of morning. Mm-hmm. 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 Hang on, I'm listening to myself. It's this. Okay. Well, today was testing day. I hope this thing is working. I didn't even plan to do it. So I've been up since 5:30 this morning. I didn't really get much sleep last night. I didn't at all. I've been so nervous about taking this certification exam. 2.5 hours. And I knew in the back of my head there was going to be kind of an issue. Because I have a lot of shit in my office here. Yeah. I got computers connected, monitors all over the place. And they're like, oh, you got to be in a clean environment. Nothing can be within arm's reach, blah, 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 blah. So I had a feeling that was going to be a problem. So I'll say that I'm going to be taking this exam tomorrow now at 10 in the morning on my laptop in the bedroom with nothing else around me. Problem solved. But I had to take everything off my desk, and then you had to have speakers. And normally when I'm on my computer, I'm got these. So, couldn't use those. So I had to take the speakers off my Linux machine, plug them into my audio mixer, pulled out my audio mixer to plug them in. The fucking plug went behind my desk, which is like, oh man. First, we got a space about this big. And now to get it, I've got to disconnect the audio mixer, 2 monitors, 3 webcams, a light, just to get the power wire. But I'm trying to make lemonade out of lemons here. I did notice that could have had to light everything up, that my desk is really dusty. So, yeah, it gives me a chance to, it's a Saturday. We're supposed to go to the races later, but it's still early. What is it, not even 10 o'clock yet? Oh my God, I should still be sleeping. But, yeah, so it gives me a chance to take all this stuff apart and wipe it down, put it back together. It doesn't help that I didn't really get much sleep last night at all. I think I went to bed. Hunt for Red October was on, so I went to bed around it was about around midnight, but I didn't wind up falling asleep probably till after 2. And then I had to get up at 5:30 to take my daughter to work, and I've been up ever since. And I've been sitting here like, okay, what else can I do to make sure I can take this test right? And got your cell phone can't be near you. You got no pens and pencils over here. I understand the need for making sure nobody's cheating on the exam. I understand that. But this is an exam it's a certification exam, a CompTIA A+ certification exam. I don't have any certifications, so I decided to do this one. To take the fucking test is $265. To take the test. You would think you're taking a test for computers, for Windows, for Linux, for all this hardware and everything. What do you think? I'm not going to have anything around me? It's what I fucking do for a living. Oh, I'm just like, I'm mentally beat by this. I took like 20 practice exams. Did fairly well on most of them. I took one the other day. I was at work, and it was the end of the day. It was 250 questions, all on acronyms. You couldn't stop it. So when I was like 60 through, I was like, it was the end of the day. I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to not know what I got on this. I got to keep going. So I stayed an extra hour and a half to finish that entire thing. And it's all on like, acronyms, RAID, SATA, any acronym you could think of. Cloud services, SaaS, stuff like that, software as a service. And you got to know these things for this exam. And I am not good at taking tests. I've never have been. They use tricky language, a little bit tricky to read. So I'll read a question. Oh, no, you're not allowed to speak during taking this exam. You can't say the question out loud because God forbid there might be somebody that you're asking the question to and they're signaling you from another room to give you an answer. So I got to sit there and I got to be like, now for what I do, I work with screens. I got to see, I got to do to know. That's where all my knowledge comes from. I see it on the screen. All right, I know what to do with it. Having to remember a lot of this shit. You know, where do you go in control panel? What option do you click for this and that? Is this in control panel? Is one of the questions was like, you got to go into, if you're adding going into the internet tab and control panel under internet options, is there a button in there where you can click to go into settings for a proxy server? And I'm like, oh yeah, right, there is, right? Yeah. So you got to remember the window in your head. And I'm trying to remember what I click. You know, make it a interactive thing where you got to go and click and show where it is. But, oh man. I'm sorry I don't even have the chat open right now. If anybody's even watching this, everybody should be sleeping right now. It's freaking Saturday. I haven't used this mic in a while. I hope it's working okay. Oh my God. Wow, I need a haircut. I do. Well, I guess while we're here, we'll check out some iMac videos. I don't know. Let me see what's on YouTube. Might as well talk about something. I needed to drink this whole bottle of Snapple. I just needed to vent. I went crazy when they made me unplug my monitor. I had to unplug this monitor, this monitor, this monitor, and show them the power cords to show that they were unplugged. Can't just show them the little power LED that's not lit. No, gotta show them the power cord. Because you can put tape over that, or you can black it out with a marker. I should just went to a fucking testing center, honestly. But I just didn't want to have to get up this early, go to some fucking bland-ass place, and just tried to make it to be in my comfort zone for however I could. And, well, you see how that worked. Let's watch... if this even works. I don't know. My scan converter isn't working, I don't think. Oh, yeah. What is this? Let's see. Oh, yeah. This is a good one. All right. Let's see if I can bring this up, if I remember how to do this. I haven't done a show in months. Oh, yeah. I think I can do this. I click here. Let's change that background to something a little less... I can't even see. What is this? No, that's too crazy. That's too crazy. That was better. Oh, ooh. Where'd that go? Hey, there I am. I'm little mini me. So some people, man, they've got it way worse than I do. Let's open up this here. Look at this poor sad truck. Man, these people in India. I love watching these Indian videos. Before I took the test, about half an hour before I took the test, I was like, I gotta try to chill out. I gotta try to calm down. So I watched Anthony's video from his show talking about the African omelet made buried in the sand. Oh man, these people around the world. And I'm watching this now because I had to deal with people in India for this fucking test. So. Is this, let me see, can I sound back on this? Wait, I'm using the wrong mouse. I'm out of practice. Okay, there we go. Here. Let's see if this actually works. It does. All right, these people, they take these trucks in India, and you see, if I back up, you see, look at this sad fucking thing. They overload these trucks. Look at this thing. It's got shit all over it. But you got to be a heavy-ass truck to snap an axle like that. But these people in India, got to hand them. They're resourceful. Itch. So yeah, that puppy's broken. It is broken. What the hell is that thing? This is how my morning has gone. That right there on the back of that truck is my morning. Oh, it's hay. All right. So these guys come. This is your Indian mechanic right here. These people have passed the CompTIA exam. You're going to see why. Got some blocks. We got some tools. Nice tool bag. All right. First of all, I may not be the smartest man on the planet. I will fully guarantee you that. But there is no way on earth my ass is going underneath an unstable truck with a broken axle that can literally squash you like a grape. But in India, no problem. So we got some blocks, not exactly the most stable blocks, and we're gonna jack this bitch up. Can you look where this guy is and what he's There's got to be some really gory videos of stuff like this. You know what I'm gonna do? Just in case anybody's commenting, I'm gonna turn on YouTube on this computer because I have to plug the monitors back in. I'm not on Rumble right now. I didn't want to set all this up. Let me see if this is actually on. Oh yeah, it is. There it is. Oh, I gotta mute that. All right, so this guy is jacking up this God knows how many ton truck on a rock that, I mean, you would think that if you're using this hydraulic jack, which has got to be, it's got to be a couple of ton jack, that rock would just crumble under the weight of this truck. That's the fucking jack stand. These are the people who were administering the fucking test I was taking this morning. Wow. That's impressive. That's an impressive jack stand. You seeing this? Yes, it is sped up a little bit. Should have the Benny Hill theme music playing. Yakety sax. This guy is out of his fucking mind. And this is what I do. I will sit and watch this entire video. This entire video is... it's 30 minutes long. Of course, we're going to skip through it rather quickly. Not only is it 8,000 degrees there and he's wearing long sleeve, long clothing. Cars are whizzing by. Look at this 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what those are. Is it concrete? I don't know. Wow. That's how they actually talk, by the way. Which, Jesus Christ. It's skeeving me just from the point of that, just one crack. And it's over, ladies and gentlemen. Look at how they snap the wheels off the back of that thing. The fucking springs are like... Now, here's where it gets impressive. And I gotta say, highly impressive. First of all, it's impressive just to do this on the road. Fine. Not exactly doing it safely, but they manufacture all the parts, like, to fix this thing. They take it back to a shop. All this metal and all this stuff that you see, you gotta see this. So, all right. So he gets the part off the truck, taking the wheels off. It's Alvin and the Chipmunks India version. Taking off the drive shaft. They're all doing this on the road. This is not easy to do when the fucking truck is on a lift. So yada yada yada. He gets all this shit off. So they took the whole axle off. The whole thing is off the truck. Cars are still whizzing on by. I mean, this is not a simple tire change. You're basically rebuilding 50% of the truck on the road, on blocks of mud. So let's zoot here to... Alright, so here they take it back, take all these parts back to... That's the garage, I guess. And they got these tools. Look at it, alright? Sanders. They will recreate and rebuild an axle and reinstall it on that truck like it never fucking happened. It's honestly really impressive. I've always had a thing for people that are able to work with their hands like this. I think it's a talent, and I gotta give them kudos. I couldn't do this shit. I could find a program to try to do it, maybe 3D print it, but not like this with my hands. So they build all this shit. They got the mask going. They got all these, look at these, welding. There are people in this country who can't do this shit anymore because Apex Tech School is gone and everybody who went to college is fucking worthless today. This guy's literally rebuilding this entire axle in a dirty, dirt-filled... Wow. So yeah, they do all this. I mean, again, you gotta watch this. It's 30 minutes long, and they're all over YouTube. But it's impressive. A little ASMR-ish. blah, 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 blah. Bring it back to the truck. And here they are, putting it back into the truck. I mean, I laugh, but it is impressive to do this. Plus, by the way, notice they ain't using air tools. They don't have an air tank with them with air ratchets and this is all by hand. They are literally turning nuts and bolts at a time. Forward, down, up, forward, down, up, forward, down. This is extreme manual labor. And this is why these people are good at what they do. There's a dedication to that. We just don't have in this country anymore. I love that chipmunk talk. He's got to put the brakes back on, hub back on. It's fucking dark out. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and this guy's doing this shit. I mean, look at this. Put it all back together. Meanwhile, that thing's still on those blocks. Get the tires back on, and yeah, what happens at the end? Ooh, look. Ooh, there's a pneumatic gun. Oh. Trucky all better. There it goes. It's a beautiful thing. So I watched that the other night. I was fascinated by it. The old YouTube rabbit hole of following these crazy Indian people. I don't know. What else is on YouTube? I'm feeling a little better, actually. Kind of looking forward to taking this stuff apart and cleaning it. Okay, no, I'm not. That was like 5 seconds of weakness there. Look at all these videos. I'm going to click on something. I had some show stuff in here, didn't I? Wait a minute. Actually, I'd collected some shit over time that I wanted to discuss. Let me see. Did you know, and you might have, that Steven Seagal has music? Mr. Steven Seagal, fly down to Jamaica, same one. Okay. I want you to hear this for a second. This is a song. I love watching Steven Seagal movies. Out for Justice, Mark for Death. They're classics. He's fucking hilarious. You know, now he's Russian or whatever he is. This is a song he did. I know the movie he played the guitar in, Fire Down Below. Good movie. Up in Appalachia. He played the guitar in that was everybody's like, oh, Steven Seagal can play the guitar. So he has an album. Steven Seagal has a musical album. This song is called, it's Steven Seagal featuring Lady, and the title of the song is called Saw Me Want the Punani. That's not a joke. I want you to hear this for a second.
When the girls start to strut, you could look at that, but you shouldn't do that. The girl dress is just as pretty, not just there to cover her kitty.
When me a fling it up, you better know fi back it up. When me a dash it up, make sure you black it up. If you ever lock it up, then me a go lock it up. Park it up like Benji.
This is pretty much my reaction when I first heard this. And what can you say? This is Corey Feldman-ish, maybe? I don't know. I'm confused. When did Steven Seagal become Jamaican? Steven Seagal reggae? What? I gotta hear more.
Me want the body if you make me feel nice. Why? Tell me what you really want all night.
You want the bananas if I make me nice.
There's something about Steven Seagal saying punani that is one of the funniest goddamn things I think I've ever heard in my life. Because you know how he's always squinty, and you know how he talks so, like, you know, this kind of, little body upstairs. Punani. I can't. Oh, this is making me feel so much better. More.
Me love the way you walk, sometimes the way you talk is so hot. Now you know, let's have a shot of rum. Then me can make you come with me to the ocean. That would be fine. You can be my...
You got a shot of rum, and that's gonna make you come. All right, I gotta bring up the lyric sheet of this. I gotta read the lyrics of this song. This is... All right, wait a minute. Let's see. Steven Seagal... lyrics. See if there's... Oh, here it is. Let's see. You see me. Okay, so this is the lyrics. Girl, what you really want all night? Me want the buddy, not body, buddy. Me want the buddy, make me feel nice. Boy, what you really want all night? Me want the punani. C for make nice. She want the buddy, him want the punani, and me no, it's nice. You think I'm lying about this? Just Google it. Go on YouTube and listen to it. Really? It's 9:44 in the morning, and I'm listening to Steven Seagal do Jamaican. Is it rap? I don't know what it is.
Nice vital breeze, bring you to your knees. Good jamming.
Yo, this a gal and now blow me rather wind up slow. When me turn it around, you have to come tomorrow. In case you never know, me star me whole show. Me tell you.
I have no idea what the fuck she just said for the last 20 seconds. No clue. When me fling it up, you better know fee back it up. When me dash it up, me sure you block it up. If you wave, I flap it up. Then me go lock it up. Park it up like Benji. These are the lyrics of this fucking song. When did this song come out? 2004. Okay, wait. The song is actually called Strut, according to Google. It's by Lady Saw and Steven Seagal. Folks, that's the price of admission. Look what I give you. I see Nurse in the chat is digging the lyrics. That's, wow. find something else in here. Ooh, what is this?
The 1980s was a decade of big ideas, bold experiments, and spectacular flops. Some products were ahead of their time, while others were just plain disasters. From bizarre gadgets to failed soft drinks, these inventions promised the future, but never quite made it.
Oh, that 80s tech.
Let's take a look back at the biggest product failures of the 80s. Gullwing doors. Gullwing doors have
DeLorean.
always had a futuristic, almost sci-fi appeal. When they first hit the scene, people imagined a world where every car would have them, sleek, stylish, and effortlessly cool. A big part of that dream came from the DeLorean DMC-12, made famous by Back to the Future.
That car, in reality, is a gigantic piece of shit. Oh, and an absolute nightmare to work on.
That car wasn't just a movie prop. It became a symbol of what people thought the future of automobiles should look like. But here we are, decades later. And guess what? Most of us are still opening our car doors the old-fashioned way, outward, not upward. So what?
Anthony always talks about how back in the 50s and stuff, they thought the 2000s we all have flying cars, which is valid. Everybody thought we were going to be like the Jetsons. Little bubble cars flying everywhere. Can't even fly planes right, let alone fly. Can you imagine? They have cars that convert into little mini planes you could take off. Can you imagine if everybody had one of those things? Oh, the population of this planet would plummet.
Happened. As it turns out,
Let's see what's
Gullwing doors
next
look
here.
amazing. Vibroson. In the 1980s, Vibroson International decided to revolutionize home relaxation by creating something that looked straight out of a sci-fi movie. The
Can you imagine having that fucking thing in your house?
vibrating sauna. It wasn't just a sauna, it was an all-in-one luxury pod, combining heat therapy, entertainment, and massage into one bizarre-looking contraption. The concept was ambitious. Imagine stepping into a personal sauna where your body was surrounded by 170 degrees Fahrenheit of dry heat, but your head stayed cool thanks to a built-in face fan. And while you sweated out,
These are like the things that you used to see in the malls. They had those, I see those devices. They were like a water device where you would sit inside of a tube and it had water all around you, but you were like in a enclosure for massages and stuff like that. This is just the real basic concept of it. So they put these things in like every mall in America, and now all the malls are gone.
toxins, you could kick back in a massaging chair that vibrated to relieve tension. To top it off, the unit even came with a built-in stereo system, letting you enjoy your
Could I get one of these in my house so I could use it before I take the test tomorrow? I could have used it this morning. I would have gotten the Vibrason. Hey, honey, listen, I'm going to go in the Vibrason for an hour and just chill. Look at that fucking thing. It's pink.
favorite tunes while getting cooked like a rotisserie chicken. Sounds fancy, right? Well, it came at a hefty price tag, $5,995. For that
Damn.
much money, you got a futuristic relaxation machine, but you also had to find space for it. At nearly the size of a small phone booth, it wasn't exactly easy to fit into the average home. And let's be honest, who really needed a vibrating sauna when a regular sauna?
Let's look at something. Let me see. Can I? Oh, yes, I can. Let's see if there are any on eBay. Vibrason. Ooh, lingerie. Let's see. Vibe. No. Unfortunately, we will not be buying a Vibrason off eBay to test. That's how you spell it, right? Vibro. Vibro song. What I did Vibra song. Vibro. It's a bro, man. Bro song. Oh, we may have something. No, there isn't. Well, lingerie is on sale. We're gonna have to find one. I gotta go on the internet and see if anybody has one of these things. I'll put a chicken in it, see how it cooks. What's after the private song?
Sauna or massage chair worked just. Premier cigarettes. By the 1980s, smoking was under fire. With growing health concerns and increasing regulations, tobacco companies scrambled to find a safer way to smoke. Enter Premier cigarettes, a bold attempt by R.J. Reynolds to create a cigarette that didn't actually burn tobacco in the traditional way. Instead, it used a heated carbon tip to toast the tobacco, releasing vapors that passed through a flavor capsule before.
Okay, so this is basically the vape in cigarette form made in the 80s. I remember vividly, as a kid, both my parents smoked. They both quit. But we used to go to the stationery store and buy the little pack of Lucky Strike bubblegum cigarettes that I believe Garrett and Steve talked about this once, where it was filled with a little powder. And it would look like it was just gum. Not bad gum either. Wrapped in a little cigarette wrapper, and you put it in and you puffed, like it blew out, and you get a puff of smoke out the front. And then you would try your balls off to get a second puff, and you would get a little come out the front. That was it. And you have to peel it open and chew it. Or you just leave it hanging out your mouth looking kind of cool. It looked very cool. Those, I don't think they make them anymore, at least not in that form.
Or being inhaled. The idea was to reduce harmful smoke and tar, making it a cleaner alternative to regular cigarettes. On paper, this sounded like a groundbreaking innovation. R.J. Reynolds invested a staggering $300 million into research and development, believing this was the future of smoking. But there was just one problem. Smokers hated it. Early testers complained that it tasted like charcoal and smelled like burning plastic. Instead of delivering a smooth, satisfying experience, Premier cigarettes felt more like inhaling hot, chemically flavored air. On top of that, they were difficult to light and even harder to enjoy.
Wow, so that's what you call a product failure right there. If it can't do anything of the product that you're trying to emulate, it's pretty much a fucking failure. Jesus. Next. So it's hard to scroll on this damn thing. Ooh.
Speaker vest. Long before AirPods and Bluetooth speakers became the go-to for music on the move, motorcyclists had a different way to enjoy their favorite tunes while riding.
Can you imagine how annoying it would be to sit next to somebody who's got this fucking thing blaring? First of all, I guarantee you the music was tinny as all hell because there's no way those speakers were any good. So even if it's a song you liked, you're going to sit there like, oh.
This wasn't just a regular piece of biker gear. It was designed to turn any ride into a mobile concert. The concept was simple, but bold. This was a jacket with built-in speakers, allowing riders to blast their favorite music as they cruised down the road. It even had zip-off sleeves, giving it some extra versatility. Wear it as a full jacket on colder days, or switch to a vest when the weather was warm. It was all about looking like a true biker while adding a...
It's only $34.95, which is actually not bad price in today's world for a jacket itself, let alone this one's got speakers and hook up for a Walkman. You can take that. Here's what I want somebody to do. Let's go back to eBay. Let's see. Can we get a speaker jacket from the 80s? Let's see. Okay, speaker jacket. Vintage. la la la. Can we find one? Oh, come on. eBay failure. How about speaker jacket 80s? No. Damn. Wait, vintage 90s. Speaker Pro. No, it's for a promo for JBL. Because I was thinking, you can get one of these, and I want somebody to get one and record yourself Sunday nights walking your dog, pumping Anthony's WABC show through an old 80s Walkman out the speakers as you're walking around. That would be pretty fucking funny. Speaker vest. Next, look at this fucking thing.
Ital Design Capsula. In the 1980s, Transformers took the world by storm, sparking the imaginations of kids and adults alike. With cars that could shift into towering robots, the franchise made people wonder, what if a real vehicle could transform? 2. Enter Ital Design Capsula, a bold concept from the legendary Italian design firm Ital Design.
Oh, legendary. I got Ital Design shit all over my house. It's an Ital Design mouse.
Unlike Optimus Prime or Bumblebee, this car wouldn't turn into a robot, but it did promise a different kind of transformation. The idea was simple, yet ambitious. A modular vehicle that could change its entire function depending on the owner's needs. One day, it could be a spacious van, ready to haul furniture or...
Okay. You love how when all these cars back in the yesteryear have a futuristic design, it's got to be so goofily off the wall that it's nothing like any of the cars today. Where are the gauges in that car? I don't think there's screens in it. I see it's got buttons on the steering wheel, sort of like the late 80s Pontiac Firebirds had those. What is that little remote thing on the floor? Oh, I hope he goes into this. I might have to find another video about this car.
or heavy cargo. The next day, with a quick swap, it could transform into a sleek, sporty car built for cruising in style. The goal was to create a truly versatile automobile that could appeal to everyone.
So, you're driving this down the Pacific Coast Highway, and you got to swerve and jam on the brakes. Did that top, could it disconnect off the car and just either decapitate you, or are you sitting up there and are you now flying down the mountainside? There had to be a little bit of safety issues here with a modular vehicle. You know, this thing obviously goes 60, 70, maybe it goes 80 miles an hour on a 0.4 cylinder engine, but I can't see that being the safest thing on the road. Oh, God. These are great. These are really great.
Families, businesses, and car enthusiasts alike. While the concept...
What fucking enthusiast is buying this piece of shit? I wonder how much. I hope he says how much it cost back then.
was innovative, it never gained mass appeal. The technology of the time wasn't advanced enough to make these transformations easy, and consumers weren't quite ready for a car that could...
Okay, so the one on the bottom here, it's got the DeLorean doors. Then you got what looks like a taxi, a golf cart, an ambulance, a wambulance, a box truck. I don't even know what the fuck that is up top. Is that a lawnmower? I don't know. And would you have to then, if did you have bodies that you would store in the garage and you'd pick them up like an old, what are those trailer things that they use a lot in the 70s, and you get a flatbed truck and you'd slide the windows on the back of it so you can take it on a parkway? Did you like have to store these someplace? Were they stackable like cups? I'm so curious.
switch personalities. In the end, Ital Design Capsula remained just that, an exciting vision of what cars could be. But who knows? With modern advancements in modular design and electric vehicle technology, maybe someone will take another...
Look at this fucking guy. Is this the guy that designed it? He's got what looks like a De Tomaso Pantera on the wall behind him. Yeah, it looks kind of like one. But look at that little fucking concept. You know, they always make them out of clay. I would like that to be like a pillow. I want a pillow of that car that I put on my bed. The pillow would be cute. But wow.
Another shot at bringing this idea to life.
All right, here's an interesting one.
What's the strangest product you've ever purchased, whether from the 80s or another era?
What is the strangest product I've ever purchased? Ooh. I got to think about that. The strangest product I've ever purchased. I'm really going to have to think about that. But check this next one out.
Electric doormat. In the early 1980s, German engineers came up with a high-tech solution to a simple everyday task, wiping your feet. Instead of the usual doormat that just sits there, waiting for you to scrape off dirt, they introduced the electric doormat. It was an automated motorized mat designed to clean your shoes without you having to do...
We're going to design a carpet so that the Jews can walk on it, and it's electric.
Those kooky Germans. An electric doormat. Let's see how this thing functions.
Do any of the work. This wasn't just a gimmick. It was a serious piece of engineering. The mat featured anti-tripping technology, with belts that looped over pulleys mounted on counter-rotating drums.
Anti-tripping technology. Last I checked, I think we all are born with that. It's called lifting your feet and then putting them down properly. What on that is anti-tripping? I mean, when you go across a rug coming in on a regular doormat, does it grab your shoes? Oh, I love bullshit like that.
As soon as someone stepped on it, the belts would gently roll beneath their feet, brushing off dirt and debris in the process. It was like a tiny treadmill for your shoes, meant to keep floors spotless without the usual back-and-forth foot scraping. The problem? Nobody really needed it. While the idea was innovative, the traditional doormat was already simple, effective, and
And you didn't have to plug the fucking thing in.
Most importantly, cheap. The electric doormat, on the other hand, was expensive and overly complicated for what it did.
Can we find one of these on eBay? Some of these 80s things have got to be on here. Electric doormat. Someone has to have one. Electric snow melts. Radiant floor mats for the bathroom. We got to type German. No. There's a German Shepherd doormat. I'm so disappointed by these. We've got to be able to find some of this old stuff. I want an electric doormat. I want to stand on it and see if I stand straight on it, if it'll move me as it's rolling under my feet while keeping my carpets clean.
Maintenance was also an issue, as mechanical parts could wear out or break over time.
That's a good question. So that's it right there. So it's got mechanisms on a pretty flat device, and you've got to replace parts in this thing? Wow. German engineering. How many of those mats would you like in your house? 9.
In the end, the classic doormat won out. people realized that sometimes low-tech solutions work just fine. While the electric doormat may have been ahead of its time, it ultimately proved that not every problem needs an elaborate, high-tech fix.
I completely agree.
UltiCard. In the 1980s, Smart Card
It is
International
funny.
tried to change the way people handled money, security, and even personal health with an ambitious invention, the UltiCard, also known as the Everything Card. This wasn't just a regular credit card. It was designed to be a multi-purpose digital wallet, long before smartphones made that concept a reality. What made it different? The UltiCard featured a 2-line LCD screen and a 10-key alphanumeric keypad, making it look more like a tiny pocket calculator than a payment card. The idea was to replace multiple cards with a single device. It wasn't just a credit card, it also functioned as a bank card, a security access key, and even a payment method for parking meters and payphones.
So in other words, if you had this futuristic card on you and you lost it and somebody else found it, your life is pretty much fucking over. We can't even keep shit secure today on secure devices, let alone have all this capabilities on a card that you know you're gonna lose. Wow.
But the features didn't stop there. This little gadget was packed with futuristic ideas, including fingerprint storage for security, a place to store medical records, and even a calorie tracker for keeping tabs on your diet. In theory, it was the ultimate all-in-one personal finance and health tool. So why didn't it take off? The tech just wasn't ready. The card was too complex, required specialized infrastructure, and people weren't quite ready to give up their traditional wallets. In the end, it faded into obscurity.
I will say that it took me a while to get rid of my actual wallet for one of these. Now this is all I carry. These things are so good. Pop out your little cards, easy. It's got a little clippy for your cash. Obviously, I have no cash. I had a Costanza wallet for years, and I got rid of that puppy. But interesting concept with this card. What's next? We got some more here. Ooh,
Alarm.
the briefcase alarm.
Back in the 1980s, business professionals carried briefcases everywhere, often filled with important documents, money, or even classified information. Naturally, the fear of briefcase theft was real, and that's where the briefcase alarm came in, a security gadget designed to strike fear into the hearts of thieves. The concept was simple but dramatic. If someone stole your briefcase, all you had to do was enter a secret code into a transmitter. The briefcase would then unleash a vision-clouding red smoke, making it impossible for the thief to see where they were going.
Come on! This was a real product. So somebody steals your briefcase and is running down 7th Avenue. You could put a code into something, and now this guy looks like he's taking the Olympic torch down the street. There's smoke everywhere. Everybody can follow and pinpoint him and know that that is a stolen briefcase. All right, I could see it. Like I said, back in the 80s, every business person, woman, man, was carrying a briefcase. It was a big thing. I could see this. It's an interesting concept. I think the next step in evolution of this product would have just been a button that you could hit and the fucking thing explodes. Just boom.
At the same time, an ear-piercing alarm would start blaring, drawing attention to the culprit and
What the
ensuring
fuck
that their
is that
getaway
thing?
was anything but smooth. It was like having a personal security system built right into your bag. On paper, this sounded like a genius idea. After all, who wouldn't want a built-in anti-theft smoke bomb?
Isn't that thing on the right? Was that Will Smith movie, the something of happiness, that medical thing that he was carrying around the entire movie? The Pursuit of Happiness. Wow.
But in reality, it never really caught on. Maybe people didn't want to risk setting it off accidentally.
Oh,
Maybe it
that
was
would be
just
great.
Too
You're in the fucking office, you're having lunch, you set your briefcase down, you accidentally hit some code on your watch, and boom, it's 99 Luft balloons in your lunchroom. Oh, that's great.
expensive. Or maybe, just maybe, business people didn't love the idea
What
of
is
a
this?
do-it-all system. Back in the 1980s, tech companies were already dreaming of an all-in-one device that could handle multiple everyday tasks. Enter the
We still
do-it-all system, a gadget that promised to live up to its name by cramming several useful features into one compact device. This little powerhouse fit in the palm of your hand and included an AM/FM stereo, a microcassette recorder and player, a calculator, and even a digital clock with an alarm. At the time, this was cutting-edge convenience. Instead of carrying separate devices for music, timekeeping, and calculations, you had one sleek unit that could handle it all. But despite its ambitious design, the do-it-all system never really caught on. The technology just wasn't quite there yet. Switching between functions wasn't as smooth as people wanted, and the microcassette format quickly became outdated. Not to mention the idea of an all
So wait a minute. What is the device? What does it look like? Is it that VHS looking fucking thing there?
all-in-one device was still a little too futuristic for most consumers. People were comfortable with their separate radios, calculators, and alarm clocks,
iRobot.
and they weren't quite ready to replace them with one multi-use gadget. Dome homes. If you were around in the 1980s, you might remember spotting the occasional dome home, a round, futuristic-looking house that seemed like it came straight out of a sci-fi movie.
I've never seen that before in my life. I don't know of any dome homes in my area.
They weren't exactly common, and for good reason. While they were meant to be the home of the future, their unusual appearance made them a tough sell. One
The
company,
fuck is that thing?
Monterey Domes, based in Riverside, California, claimed in 1981 that their dome-shaped houses were the most energy-efficient homes in the world. The design wasn't just for looks, it had a purpose. The curved shape reduced heat loss, while rigid foam insulation and solar heating systems helped keep energy costs low. On top of that,
Foam insulation. That thing is packed with the same type of insulation that the Rhode Island nightclub fire had. Spark in the kitchen in that thing, and you've got dome home flambe. Dome, California. Ooh, what is this? Private Eye. What is this?
Private Eye. Back in the 1980s, long before virtual reality headsets or smart glasses, there was a bold attempt to revolutionize personal displays. Enter the Private
it's
Eye,
like,
a
Google Glass.
futuristic-looking video monitor developed by reflection technology. This device packed a tiny 1-inch screen into a head-mounted display, but thanks to clever optics, it appeared as large as a 12-inch screen to the wearer.
Ooh, a 12-inch screen. Oh, God. What are we going to do with all that screen real estate today? 12-inch. It's too much for me to handle.
It was an early attempt at wearable tech, designed for hands-free viewing. At first glance, it seemed like the future of portable displays. Imagine being able to watch a video, read data, or play games without needing a bulky monitor. But there was a problem. It made people sick. Many
Ooh, I remember
users
this.
reported
It
feeling
made people
nauseous or
sick.
dizzy after just a short Kodak disc film.
Kodak disc film.
In 1982,
I remember this.
Kodak set out to revolutionize photography with the disc film system, introducing a new kind of camera that was compact, lightweight, and easy to carry. Traditional cameras were often bulky, but Kodak's Disc 4000 and other models promised a more convenient way to snap photos. Instead of using standard film rolls, these cameras relied on small circular discs, each containing 15 tiny negatives. The idea
I bet we could find one of these on eBay. what is it called? The Disc 4000? Let's see, Kodak 4000. Disc 4000. Yeah, there you go. With case and instructions. A whopping $12. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Whoa. Look at this fucking thing. Oh my God. Look, it's got the whole instruction book. Wow. All right, so there's the first thing that failed from the 80s that we can actually purchase. I can't see. Oh, it says something Fisher Price. Got to be something kids. The PXL 2000.
Fisher Price PXL 2000.
It's a camcorder?
By the late 1980s, the home video revolution was in full swing. Camcorders were becoming a must-have for families, capturing
Everybody
everything
had
from
one.
birthday parties to family vacations.
I still got two.
But Fisher Price saw an untapped market: kids. In 1987, they introduced the PXL 2000, a camcorder.
I'm sorry. Fisher Price's technology peaked with the little doctor medical kit that you would fuck around with your friends with the little stethoscope and the fake needle with the little bottle. That was Fisher Price's best product ever.
Specifically designed for young filmmakers. Unlike traditional camcorders that used VHS tapes, the PXL 2000 recorded low-resolution black and white video onto standard audio cassette tapes.
Wow.
This made it cheaper and more compact, but it also resulted in pixelated, grainy footage that looked more like an early digital experiment than a high-quality recording. Despite its limitations, it was still a cool concept, a real working video camera for kids. However, the price tag was a major problem. At $180, it was twice the cost of a Nintendo Entertainment System, NES,
Oh my Lord.
making it a tough sell for parents.
God, can you imagine? Fisher Price made a camcorder for kids. That's so goofy. Look at that thing. What is that on the... Is that... Does it say SD? Looks like an SD card reader on the back of that thing. Whoever owned this one must have converted it some. Look at the old school toggle switch that's on the top of it. Click, 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 click. Wow.
As a result, Fisher Price sold fewer than 500,000 units before discontinuing the product in 1988. But here's the twist. While the PXL 2000 was a commercial failure, it has since gained a cult following.
Of course it
Filmmakers
has.
and artists love its dreamlike lo-fi aesthetic, and you
Can we get a PXL 2000? I guarantee you we can. There it is. Damn, somebody's selling one of these damn bad boys for $240. 180? Holy shit. $549.99. What, this goddamn thing give you a hand job? Ooh, experimental video movie camera. Wow. This is look at RCA out. Wow. Could you even get cassette? Well, I mean, you can get cassettes off eBay, but I don't think you can buy new cassettes anymore. I don't even know if they're actually physically made. Wow. $550. Are you shitting me? Yet that first one was how much? $99? Is that the cheapest one? 100, 300. Wow, yeah. Look at the prices on this goddamn thing. Now, again, nobody's buying it, so the prices are immaterial, but still, that's pretty goddamn funny. Haha. Wow. All right, what's after that? The TV watch. Ooh, what's Coke and Diet Pepsi AM?
New Coke and Diet Pepsi, AM. When you have a winning formula, the smart move is to leave it alone, right? Well, in 1985, Coca-Cola decided to do the opposite. They changed their world-famous recipe, launching what became one of the biggest marketing disasters in history: New Coke. The company thought they were making a bold move, tweaking the taste to compete with Pepsi, which was gaining popularity. But instead of winning over soda drinkers, New Coke was met with outrage. Fans didn't just dislike it, they hated it. The backlash was so intense that within a few months, Coca-Cola was forced to bring back the original formula, branding it as Coca-Cola Classic. For a while, both versions were sold side by side, but ultimately, New Coke fizzled out. However, thanks to the nostalgia-fueled success of Stranger Things, it made a brief, limited edition comeback years later. But Coke wasn't the only soda giant to stumble in the 1980s. In 1989, Pepsi tried to reinvent breakfast with Diet Pepsi AM.
I don't remember this. Pepsi AM. An interesting concept. Let's hear more.
Soda designed for morning consumption. The idea? Give people an alternative to coffee by offering a soft drink with extra caffeine to kickstart their day. But consumers weren't interested. Most people still wanted their morning coffee, and those who drank soda for breakfast were already drinking regular Pepsi. Apple Newton.
Wow. Pepsi AM. Could probably find one of those cans somewhere. Oh, the Apple Newton. I remember the Apple Newton. Oh, Cabbage Patch Kids. Now, come on. Cabbage Patch Kids were a success. I'm not even going to listen to this part of it, because everybody bought those goddamn things back in the day. Let's see. Let's just skip through the last few here. Be on this all day. Ford Edsel. Boy, a lot of the Ford Edsel. It's all the Ford Edsel? Really? Wow, this whole end is about the Ford Edsel. How could that be?
And if you're thinking ahead, this device could have some off-season uses too. Come summer, it could double as the ultimate outdoor cooking gadget. Perfect.
What the? That ain't no Ford Edsel. Back up. What is this thing? Ooh, look, the telebar.
Entertainment system of its time. A true centerpiece for any stylish mid-century home. At first glance, it looked like an ordinary wooden cabinet, blending seamlessly with the rest of the furniture. But the magic happened when you opened it up. Inside was a fully equipped entertainment hub that had everything you needed for a perfect evening of leisure and socializing. This ingenious setup combined 3 major features into one sleek package: a console television for catching the latest shows, a high-quality stereo system for playing your favorite records, and most impressively, a built-in bar to keep the drinks flowing. Whether you were hosting a cocktail party, enjoying a quiet night in,
here it is.
or you could simply light it up and watch the snow and ice vanish before your eyes, clearing a path for guests without breaking a sweat. Sure, it's not exactly a kitchen appliance, but let's be honest. What good is a home?
Every home should have this thing. There's no way this could be a failed product. This is awesome. If it's snowing outside, you want to go outside with a goddamn flamethrower.
Home-cooked meal if no one can get to your front door. With this flamethrower-style tool, you could quickly and efficiently melt away thick layers of snow, making winter mornings a whole lot easier.
What the problem is?
And if you're thinking ahead, this device could have some off-season uses too. Come summer, it could double as the ultimate outdoor cooking gadget, perfect for roasting hot dogs, toasting marshmallows, or even starting up the backyard fire pit in seconds.
How did this fail?
Which of these made you say, "Oh wow,
Look at
we
that
had
thing.
that"? Drop a comment before you forget.
All right. Enough of failed 80s projects, but that was a fun little nostalgic trip to nowhere. Well, what time is it? Oh, it's 10:30. Would have been done with the test about now. But Well, that was kind of nifty. Nice way to vent and get all the malarkey from this morning out. I think I'm going to take a nap. I'm tired. How y'all doing? Hi. Nice to see you. Well, at least I know the stuff still works. I haven't used it in so long. The little trash can Mac doing what it's doing. The camera's still unglitchy since I fixed that. Yeah. Thanks for hanging, man. And woman. Women. I'm still kind of at a loss out of everything I went through this morning, but I'm feeling a little better. I bought this thing I got to put together that's like a desk that goes over your bed. So my wife inside could go on her laptop at night and not have to use like one of them laptop pillow things. It's like an actual desk that goes over the whole bed and it's on wheels. So I got to put that together. And I'll use that to take the test tomorrow. So hopefully 10 o'clock tomorrow I take this test and I'll take some more practice exams today. But you know what I should do? You all haven't seen in a while. Wait a minute. Let me Una minutka. Hang on. I'll try to get up and get behind the screen for a second, so hang on. Oh, ouch. Oh, pain. Okay, walking behind the screen. Not have a show. Ow, son of a bitch. Cannot have a show without the guest star. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right, now I gotta put my headphones back in. Wait a minute. All right, Peg, you gotta sit at my desk for a second, okay? Just sit there. Be good for a second. I put these in your ear. There we go. Okay. Give me a Peg. There's the Pegum. Look at you. You say something? Anything? No? Oh, wait, I gotta take the thing away. People can't see you. Hang on. Maybe this one? Oh, this is better. Take my name away. Oh, there he is. Look at him. There's the Pegums. Look, he's so Pegum. He's so Pegum. I'm sorry, I'm such a kid when it comes to pets. You want to say something? Bite the mic? No? He likes to sit on my arm like this. Ow. Would you piggy? Yes, everybody remembers Raleigh. Doing very well. The Pig'em. Big fat old piggy butt. He's looking at himself up on the monitor. Got tan on that side, black on that side. Who you? Pegums. They're such good pets. They really are. This is what he does. Just sits here and chills. Probably chill on my shoulder. Right? Come here. Can't give me any squeaks or anything?
It's a guinea pig.
Hey, say hello to the camera. Say hi to the camera. Where you going? Look at him. Look at him. He's so big. Come on. You okay? You give me little squeaks or anything? I'm trying to squeeze his ass to get a squeak out of him. He's not squeaking. You're so picky. See my shoulder? Go up here. Yes. All right. Piggy, you want to say goodbye to everybody? Want to close the show down? Just Fucking God, it's adorable. It's adorable. Put me on my desk. Yo, good sitting. Ooh, we gotta cut your nails. Yeah, your nails are long. Shit, they're very long. Oh, Pick'ems. All right, folks. So, from Pick'ems to me, I will see you all later on. I'm gonna take a little bit of a nap, and then might do a live later from the races, the school bus demolition derby. That'd be really nice. Nice day outside. So, thanks for letting me vent, and I'll see you all later on. All right, you got to squeak now. No? Yes? No? No squeak? Say something? I'll shake a squeak out of you. All right, come on. All right, later, folks. Ow, let me take this out. Oh, before he eats my wire. Ah, wait, no, the wire's under the pig. All right. Bye-bye.